Good morning. It is Sunday morning at 11 o'clock in Singapore today, and it is happy Sunday, happy November, happy the first day of the rest of your life. Today is all about creating who you are, what you're going to do, all of the wonderful things that lie ahead, the adventures. This week we have a wonderfully strong, creative new moon, and sorry, I knocked off one of my cards, but we have this very powerful new moon that for Deepavali, and the energy of positive over negative, of good over evil, the triumph. And today I selected the oils that I would use in the topic based upon the particular cards that I selected during the week. And I selected the same ones repeatedly, which tells me, it sends me a message that this is important. So I selected a few oils, a number of oils, and I know some of you wonder, why do I choose so many? Well, I may not use every one right now, but I just kind of like to have them around me because they are supporting me in getting my thoughts together and in doing what I came here to do. So we've got 4 blends: Clarity, Release, Envision, and Valor, and actually 3 single oils. And of course, I always may stick in my favorite blend at the end, Believe. So I'm going to start. I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful week this week. And I'm going to start with the blend of Clarity. The reason for this, and I will just apply it on my hands and breathe it in. You can apply, if you choose to use Clarity, anywhere you choose. Just intending, remember that as we hold the little bottles in our hands, and as we apply them and breathe them in, they are capable of holding that intent. So whatever you are thinking about as you are applying your oils will be magnified. Now, some people have said that with the blend Abundance, make sure that you are focusing upon the positive things that you choose to have in abundance. Because if you're focusing on the negative, that might be what you actually manifest, okay? So, I am looking for clarity right now because I selected this card, the air element, which is all about that bringing clarity into the focus, into the primary focus. It's about, we are bombarded with different information all the time. It's coming in from everywhere, whether we realize it or not, it's constantly coming in. And we have also, most of us, been pretty well programmed from all of our lives, from the very beginning, about who we were going to be, what we were going to do. And in reality, that may not be what we are best suited for. So hence the next blend that I chose is Release. Letting go of those beliefs and those fears, those beliefs about who we truly think we are, so that we can allow new information to come in. New ideas. How often do we push away new information because it doesn't seem to fit with what we already believe? And it may be that these new ideas will give us a totally new perspective upon who we are and what we truly can be passionate about and extremely successful in doing. So I feel that drawing in these energies of air, allowing the air to blow away the things that are no longer serving us, and to draw in these new ideas is an incredibly powerful thing upon which to focus. Would you agree? So, what are the oils that might help us in addition to the clarity and the release? Well, lavender and jasmine are my two favorite oils for anchoring this particular energy. And also, for those of you who love crystals, the crystals of amethyst and blue lace agate. I have mine right here with me, and I am decked out in all of my amethyst right now to allow me to truly bring in that foundation of who I truly am. So I'm going to apply the lavender. I think most of you would have lavender in your house. Would you agree? And you may always have it with you. That's certainly one of the oils that I carry with me at all times. And as Gary Young always said, it is never wrong to use lavender, no matter what the situation is. So enjoy breathing in your lavender, that beautiful lavender energy that will support us in creating a very strong foundation in our true energy flow. And then I'm going to apply jasmine. Jasmine holds that frequency that will allow us to draw in all of our true knowledge and abilities, integrating them, weaving them into the very fabric of who we are. As we draw in our true knowledge and abilities, we may find that we have some new interests, some new things that are just that we're very proficient at that we never realized in the past. And that can be a lot of fun. For instance, I always felt that I was very low in the creative sense. I was the math physics major who was always in the box. You have to do math according to the rules. However, that's not allowing the new things to come in that might trigger the talents and gifts and knowledge that I truly have, that's part of who I am. And as we are more and more of who we are, using our own knowledge and abilities and our own energies, we are passionate about what we do. And that's where things kind of came together for me this week, because I kept drawing the card, the Crusader. And the Crusader is that leader, the passionate leader. How can we lead others, whether it is our family members, our friends, our Young Living group, if we are not passionate about what we're doing? Now, we can be passionate and we can really go off in some wild direction. Trust me, I've done that. That's something that I seem to love to do. However, getting that clarity, bringing in those energies of lavender and jasmine may support us in gaining that clarity about where the passion can be focused. Am I making any sense at all? Okay, so the most important thing that we can do, rather than having our passion lead us all over the place, is to have that clear guidance, that strong connection with the source, the Creator, whatever your concept is of that which created you and everything else. So as you become more and more connected and more clearly hearing your guidance, allowing that air, those energies of air, to blow away the extraneous things that are truly not supporting you, and allowing that new information to flow in, trusting it because of that strong connection that you have with the source. So let us just take a deep breath in. And now, because the Crusader is a visionary, let's apply Envision. That's why I selected this particular blend today. And as we apply this oil, just intend to allow the vision of who you are to come in from the source, filling every portion of who you are, allowing you to see the vision more clearly. Again, there is that clarity again, the lavender and the jasmine. And interestingly, Envision has both of those particular essential oils in it. Isn't that surprising? So, and then the other card that I kept drawing again this week was integrity. And you may notice that two of the glyphs that are in, the two that are in the air element are also in integrity, because it is so important for us to be clear about not only who we are and where we are going, what we choose to do with every single brand new day that we are given. It's about being in alignment with our heart, our brain, our heart. I always point to my head. The heart center. What you truly feel in your heart, what you think, what you say, and your actions, all being in alignment with who you are. Now, that's a tough one, isn't it? Because so often we're placed in situations where we are expected to act in a certain way. This often is in conflict with what we truly believe, and our integrity becomes compromised. So this is a process through which we can determine what our true feelings are. So to me, the third essential oil that brings this all together is sacred frankincense. And sacred frankincense is that energy of acceptance. Acceptance of who you are, where you are on your path, who others are, where they are on their path, and allowing you and others your journey. As a leader, no matter what you're leading, it is so tempting to see something in another person and to push them along because you have this vision of what they can be. However, that's not the way it works. Each one of us has our own timing, and it is important for us to accept where we are, where others are, and allow each one of us our lessons and our journey. Am I making any sense? So, let's take a deep breath. I feel that this kind of calls for valor, because valor is that courage to keep moving forward, to keep learning more, to keep on keeping on until we do see more clearly. And clarity comes, sometimes we get a bolt of lightning and it's as if a lot of things become clear at one time. More often than not, it is more of a slower thing where the clarity comes a little at a time and we may not even notice until we look back and realize how far we've come. How many of us judge where we are based upon a goal that we may have set for ourselves? And that goal may be realistic, it may not be realistic. How would it feel to, instead of looking forward, to look back over how far you've come already and celebrate that? Celebrate in this present moment how much you have done that is positive. We all have things that we've done that we may have wished that we did differently. However, the past is over and we cannot change that. What we can change is where we are going based upon what we do right this moment. So, are you focusing upon this moment, this present moment, and all of the joys and the exciting things that are going on in this particular moment? So, I'm going to use one more oil, and that is, of course, my Believe, because I'm going to do my Believe shower, because to me, believing that you can do what you came here to do, believing that you can make the changes that may be necessary, believing that you are here for a very special reason, believing in your gifts, your knowledge, your abilities is key to joy and happiness, abundance in every single moment. So I challenge you this week to really sit down. We have that new moon coming up, and that's a great energy time to focus upon the things that you truly find are important to you. So take a little time this week. Bring your oils, whatever oils you choose that feel right to you, and sit and pay attention to your thoughts, to the things that really flow in as you are connecting with the Creator. And write these things down. I always find now, I used to write them down, and I know that Gary Young always said, please write everything down on paper. Well, I find that my phone is with me all the time, so I write things in my notes on my phone. And I have them with me, of course, because I do have a tendency on occasion to press the delete button accidentally. I also copy them over into a Word document, which is a little bit safer. However, just jot down as you have these extraneous thoughts coming in, blowing in on the wind, so to speak. Put them down and see, just look at them after you've collected a bunch and see if you got any insights. So thank you so much for being here with me, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. I will be in Manila at the long-awaited grand opening of Young Living Philippines. And I'm not sure how that's going to work on Sunday, whether I will be able to be here at 11 o'clock or not. But we will make that decision this week and see what's going on. So have a beautiful week filled with joy and excitement and fun, as well as understanding more about who you are.